back to my channel. My name is Naomi Rook. If you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to ring the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I do upload a video. Today, I am so excited. I am trying a full face of Sheglam makeup. I know I am late to this boat. I saw these videos really trending about a year ago. I never cared to look into it, which I don't know why not, but I've definitely been watching a bunch of Sheglam videos. Sheglam is the makeup brand that goes along with Shein, which is where I find a lot of my clothes. I like to try more trendy fashion items, so I get it from Shein because then I'm not wasting a bunch of money on something maybe I won't like. So when I saw that they had makeup, I wasn't super intrigued, but then I've seen a bunch of videos recently. I'm like, okay, that's it. They are really inexpensive and I have to try a full face. So I do have everything from eyebrow products. I have a foundation, I have eyeshadow, I have a lash glue, concealer, bronzer, highlighter, blush, powder, all the lip products. So I have everything on today. The only thing I don't have Sheglam was a primer, but everything else on my face right at this moment is Sheglam, except for my lashes. But they do have lashes and I did buy some from them and it's coming in my next order. So if you'd like to see how all these products worked out for me, I have their hydrating foundation, their versatile flawless concealer. I'm using one of their astrology little eyeshadow palettes. So if you'd like to see how everything worked out for me and how I created this look, then go ahead and keep watching and let's get her done. I'm so excited to hop into today's video because I am so stoked about these products. I am so late to the bandwagon. I should have got these a long time ago. I'm really excited that I decided to pick up all these products from Sheglam. I'm really excited that I decided to pick up all these products from Sheglam. That is the makeup brand that is connected with Shein, the website that you can get really inexpensive clothes. I purchase clothes on there all the time and I've just kind of seen a few videos going about with Sheglam, so I wanted to try all of them out. So I do have a brow product, so I'm going to go ahead and hop in with my brows. So I did get a brow product. So this is the Sheglam Brows On Demand 2-in-1 Brow Pencil. So this is in the colorway Taupe. On one side there is a pen. This pen seems super pigmented. Like it is really wet and has a ton of payoff. And on the other side there is a pencil. I don't really use pencils a whole lot, but there is that one. It is the same color. The brow pencil seems a little bit more dry. Figured we would go ahead and hop into this. I have used this a few times, so I do have some thought. Normally $3. I did pay $2.33 for this. You can always get discounts on Shein. So I'm going to go ahead and hop in, use this, and see what we think. I'm going to go in with the pencil side first and just fill in some of my more sparse areas. This does actually seem to have pretty good pigment. It's going on really easily. I don't have to go over 1,000 times just to get any type of color. I really like the color of this. The taupe was actually the most perfect tone for me, so I'm glad I went with taupe. I normally kind of go with taupe if I have questions of what to go with. I normally do taupe. It's a pretty good universal color that seems to normally work for me. I'm going to brush out that pencil just a little bit. I haven't used pencil in quite some time, so I'm a little bit more rusty. I have been using pen, so I'm really excited to use this pen side. Pencil worked really good, just filling in the sparse areas. I had a little bit of sparseness kind of towards the tail ends of my brow. So next, I'm going to go ahead and hop into the pen. This one is really pigmented, so you do have to be careful not to go too overboard because you can kind of get Sharpie brows if you go too heavy-handed. That is so pigmented. There is one brow. That pen has so much pigment. I really like how that applied. I didn't have to go over 1,000 times. I feel like the pen went on a little bit darker than the pencil, but I really like how that looks super pigmented. And for less than $3 for both of those products, I think that worked so well. Definitely will depend on how it lasts, but I think so far it looks really nice and super inexpensive. I was worried that the pen wasn't going to be very pigmented, but it definitely has a ton of pigment. Alright, so that brow got a little carried away. What I'm going to do, hop off, clean up my brows, and then I'll be right back and we'll jump into eyeshadow. I didn't get a brow gel from Sheglam, so I'm going to go in with my Merit one, and I'm just going to brush out my brows just a little bit. Kind of give them that fluffy look. So for eyeshadows, I did pick up one of the 12. They had the astrological signs. So I got the Sheglam. This is the Calm Capricorn palette. So here is the front. All of the artwork of every single one of these palettes are super beautiful, so stunning. I really like it. So it's very small, which is really cool. It's about the size of your hand, which I really enjoy the size of it, that it's just really small and compact. Here is the inside of the palette. Looks super, super nice. There is no mirror. It does have 8 colors inside. I thought the color story of this one just kind of spoke to me. So there are 4 mattes. There's one kind of shimmery matte, a couple metallics, and this one is such a special color. So I'll go ahead and give you swatches of all of these. There are all of the colors in the palette. The mattes feel so incredibly creamy. The metallics, this one especially down here, has a lot of glitter, but so stunning. Really excited to try out these eyeshadows. And what's most incredible about these palettes is that they retail for $6. So I actually got this for $4.66. That is incredible. If this formula works out as good as I think it's going to, I'm definitely going to be purchasing more. I really am excited to try these cute little palettes. I'm going to go in with my Blend Bunny Cosmetics brushes. I love these brushes so much. They're the perfect brushes for really detailed work. So I'm going to take the B5, which is the biggest, and then I am going to go ahead and go into this Motivated right here and just blow that out into the crease. And I'm going to go in with this Respect color right here. And I'm going to put that just on my outer V area. Just put that up into the crease a little bit more too. These mattes definitely seem to be blending really nicely. I'm going to take this Creature of Comfort right here, this really beautiful cool tone brown, and just blend it out just ever so slightly. I'm taking the Goal Getter, which is a really beautiful green, and I'm just going to bring that right above all those browns. Zoomed you in just a little bit more so you can see more of what I'm doing. Still going in with that Goal Getters, just blending out that green a little bit with those dark browns. Next, I'm going to take this super special shade. This is Saturn. It feels a little bit drier to the touch, but when you swatch it, it is so super reflective. I'm going to go in with this dry and just tap it onto my lid and then see what I need to do after that. Oh, that is so stunning. That is such a pretty green color. I'm going to hop into that Worldly, which is the blue, and I'm going to put that on the outer V. I need more color out there, so I'm taking that blue. I'm just going to blend it right above the greens. And that one seemed to be a tiny bit more powdery than the other colors. Eyeshadow is done. I did clean everything up. Next, I'm going to do a liner and then lashes. So I got this all Eyes on You eyelash glue, and it looks really, really cool, like a little bow kind of thing. So this is supposed to be a liner and a lash glue at the same time. You can get it in transparent or in black. I thought it was the black one, but it is transparent. So I am going to go ahead and just apply it like I normally would, and I'm not going to do a wing liner because I want to see if I can get them to mesh well together. So I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes, add some mascara, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the liner. For mascara, I'm going to use my Doll Beauty's the Showstopper Volumizing Mascara and just apply a couple layers of this. For lashes, I'm going to go into these Ardell Wispies. These are the original feathered lash with invisible line, and I'm going to take one of these and cut it in half and just use it as a half lash. Let's take this kind of cool little lash glue. So I guess it's just really a lash glue. It's not like a lash glue and liner. It just comes on like on a liner brush. So let's go ahead and apply this and see how I like it. So normally I put lash glue on the lash as well, so I'm going to put lash glue on my eyelid and then also on the lash. Wait a few seconds and let it dry down just a little bit, and then I'm going to apply the lash. The lashes are applied. I would definitely say that the glue is not quite as strong as my Duo glue. I do like that it's kind of in this liner component. It was really easy to brush onto my lid and also onto the lash. It worked really well. I love half lashes, so I like that I can just put it on. It was kind of difficult to get them blended because I didn't put a liner, but of course if I'd put a black liner, you absolutely would not see the band. It worked really well, and I do feel that they're really secure, like they're not going to fly off or anything. So I'm super excited about that. I think it was definitely very easy to use and very inexpensive. So let's go ahead and move on to foundation. I didn't get a primer, so I'm going to go ahead and hop into my Wet n Wild Primer Focus Serum. because I know this primer works really well, and I haven't tried out the foundation a whole lot. I've only worn it about twice, so I want to make sure that I am using a primer that I know works really well with every single foundation I put on top of it. For a foundation, I got the Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation. It comes in this really fancy velvet sleeve, and it has like this really nice gold kind of emblem on top. You pull it out and it is glass. It's like a heavy frosted glass bottle. I got this in the color Shell. I was actually shocked that I did a really, really great color match. I was worried that with it being so inexpensive, it'd be kind of weirder undertones or hard to match, but Shell matches me really nice. The lid is super nice and heavy duty. So this does retail for $9. I'm actually shocked at the quality. It feels so nice, weighted, and it really feels like a luxury foundation. I did get it for $6.87 with the discount. So let's go ahead and apply this foundation. I'm going to put just a little bit on my cheeks. Kind of just apply it like I apply anything else. I'm going to go in with one of their sponges. I did get a 4-pack of sponges from Sheglam also, and that did retail for $2, but I got it for $1.56. So if these are good sponges, I will buy them all the time. For $2 for 4 of them, that is an incredible price. So I'm going to go ahead and blend it in on this side with the sponge and just see how the foundation looks blended with the sponge. I got a nice light to medium coverage. I definitely want to try it with a brush just to see if it maybe gets more coverage with a brush. So I'm going to hop into my Delamy tools. This is the 957 Precision Kabuki, and I'm just going to blend it in like that. Oh, I think that definitely gave me a lot more coverage with a brush. That looks pretty. I want to see it up close, but so far the hydration looks really nice. Wow. That looks stunning up close. It looks super healthy and hydrated. Has a good amount of coverage. Definitely got more like a medium coverage on this side when I use the brush. Let's just blend it in and see how it looks. It does not look heavy or cakey, and you get quite a good amount of coverage. I definitely want to see if I can build this up. If I can build this up to a full coverage, that would be so great. So I'm going to apply just another pump on my cheeks, and then I'm going to use that Kabuki brush and then just blend that out. Up close, it looks really gorgeous. I love the finish of that foundation. Look at that glow. How pretty. The color is perfect. I really like this. It's not super light, but I can definitely tone it down if I need to when I'm more pale. But I did get a little bit of sun over the weekend, so this works absolutely perfect for that. Next, concealer. I got the Versatile Flawless Concealer. I got this in the color Finland. It does retail for $4, but I did get it for $3.11. That is nuts. So it comes in a very large tube. It has 0.88 ounces. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it. It does come in a squeezy tube, which I'm not a huge fan of the squeezy tube, but it's super expensive. So I'm going to apply just a little bit here. So I have used this a few times now so far. It seems like it's going to be kind of a heavier concealer, but it has a really lightweight feeling to it. It's more liquid and not quite a cream, which is what you would kind of think in this type of applicator. It is the most perfect color. Finland has such a great undertone of neutral, but it's not going to be too light for you. I think it is the lightest, so that is kind of disappointing that this is the lightest color. So Finland is the lightest color, which is kind of disappointing because it's not the absolute most light color out there. I've used it a few times and it doesn't dry down super fast. So I'm going to let this dry down for a solid minute, and then I'm going to blend it out and wait till you see this concealer blended out. Use an angled Luxie brush. This is the Detailed Angled Blender. I'm going to use that to blend out my concealer. So I blended it out with the brush, and then I'm going to tap it in with the sponge. So there's a concealer blended out. How seamless does that look? It has really beautiful coverage. It is very hydrating, so you can definitely see it has a lot of luminosity as well. It does not feel heavy or cakey. It doesn't look heavy or cakey up close. It looks really, really nice. I would say it doesn't have the maximum coverage, probably a nice little medium coverage. If you let it sit down, it might have even more coverage. I can see a little bit of darkness kind of peeking out right there. I'm going to apply just the tiniest bit more because I don't want it to get too heavy, and I did apply quite a lot. I'm going to apply just a tiny bit right there, and I'm going to let that sit down, and then I will blend it out. Try blending in with my finger and see what that does. The sponge might be what's taking away the coverage. So there is the second little layer of concealer. It looks so stunning. I definitely think maybe your fingers or a brush. I'm not sure if I'm going to be a huge fan of these sponges. I feel like it's taking away any type of coverage from anything. And I don't have issues like that with my other sponges. So next I'm going to go ahead and hop into bronzer and contour. I picked up 2 of the Sheglam Sun Sculpt Liquid Contour. I was so excited. They come in these cute little bottles. They're nude to clear. I've seen these all over the place. Definitely TikTok trending for sure. So I purchased Soft Tan and Golden Sand. Soft Tan is a really nice, super cool tone contour color. So there is that one. That one is Soft Tan. And then this one is Golden Sands. This is a really beautiful warm bronzer. So I love that I got a warm and a cool tone, so I can use one for contour and one for bronzer. I'm going to go ahead and do the contour. So what I'm going to do is just pick it up, shake it out really nicely, and then I'm just going to do on this side one at a time, and I'm going to just tap a few dots. It does come with a cute little sponge tip applicator. I'm sure you've seen these all over the place. I saw these trending and I just didn't jump for it, which I really regret not doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this in with a nice little dual fiber brush. It's very much an ashy contour color, so you can get that natural shadow. That wasn't the brush to try, so I'm going to go in with my beloved flat contour from Luxie. And then just apply a couple more dots and then just tap that out. That is getting super splotchy. I don't think I like how that looks. That is looking a little bit splotchy and kind of picked up my foundation. Okay, so let's go in with the bronzer color instead and see if that's a little bit different. But that really picked up my foundation. I'm going to apply a little bit more just with my brush. So this one is Golden Sands. This is a bit more warm. Ooh, that looks nice. I'm going to apply a little bit to my forehead. I think I like the Golden Sands. I don't think I like the Soft Tan. I don't know if the Cool Tone has a different formula, but it definitely did not seem to blend as well as this one. This is blending really nicely, super fast, and it looks really, really natural up close. So there is that side with the Golden Sands. Really, really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it onto this side. I'm going to apply just a little bit on the side of my nose. Might be a little bit too much, but let's see if I can blend it out and make it look a little bit more natural. That looks so pretty. All right, I really, really like this liquid bronzer. I think it's absolutely stunning. It looks so natural. It doesn't look like a layer of makeup. It just adds a beautiful amount of color. Oh, that looks so stunning. Everything on my base so far is looking really great. So next I did get one of the liquid blushes. This is in Love Cakes. It's in the exact component as the liquid bronzer. It is a liquid blush. So I'm going to go ahead and just shake it up. It's such a beautiful blue tone pink, really stunning. So I'm going to go ahead and tap that just right onto the cheeks. I absolutely love this applicator. I think it is the easiest and kind of funnest to apply. It just has a little bouncy texture. You just kind of bounce right wherever you want it. I'm going to go in with a little Luxie brush. This is the small contour, the 512, and I'm just going to blend in that blush. I can't believe it's taken me this long to try Sheglam. I know they were huge and trending about a year ago, and I just wish I had tried these sooner. I'm finding some products that I absolutely love. And I think these ones are so pretty and maybe a little bit underrated, because after they went trendy and everyone was trying them, I hadn't heard anyone like reusing their products. But these are products I could find myself putting in my everyday makeup because they are so pretty. Like that foundation looks so nice. That concealer is really nice and healthy looking. And this blush is stunning. Look how pretty that is. Oh, the blush is so pigmented, really looks gorgeous. I will say the blush does seem to have a little bit of glitter once it's blended out. I find a couple specks on my cheeks. Nothing bad, and it's not like a ton of glitter, just a little bit. But really everything up close looks so naturally pretty. It doesn't look heavy or cakey. It just looks stunning up close. See all of that really gorgeous glow. So I'm going to go ahead and hop in with the Cosmic Crystal Mousse Highlighter, and this is Vanilla Sky. So this is a light vanilla highlighter with more of a maybe yellow undertone. So there is a swatch of it, super pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply this with my finger and see how that applies. It does feel pretty dry, but not like a powdery dry, kind of almost like a baked formula. So there is that. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, look how gorgeous. Oh, wow. That looks so nice. It's really kind of an understated glow, but it looks almost wet, but it's not a liquid or it doesn't feel cooling to the touch like the Colourpop ones. That is stunning. I want to see it up close just to see if there's any there are no big chunks of glitter, so that's nice. I'm not a huge fan of glittery highlights. Wow. That is stunning. That looks so nice. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hop into some powder. I did pick up the Insta-Ready. This is Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. So there is a pressed powder and then there is a loose powder. I did get this in translucent. There is a setting powder up top that you open up right there, and then a loose powder right here. I really like the container. It's pretty big, but I kind of like that it has two powders in one. So let's go ahead and tap out all of my little creases under my eye. This concealer, because it is a bit more hydrating, it does seem to crease just a little bit, but once you set it down, it really doesn't crease a whole lot. There is a mirror in this, which is super helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my brush. I'm going to tap into the powder, tap it off, and just gently set my under eyes. Well, that looks pretty nice. It doesn't look super heavy or anything. So do that, and I'm going to go in with just the tiniest amount of the loose powder. I'm going to use my sponge. There is a sifter in there, so it doesn't go all over the place. Tap in just a little bit, and then just tap under my eyes very gently. Powders can look kind of heavy on me, but I do want to see if I can use this kind of the same way I use all my other powders, just very lightly pressing into my under eye, my smile line a little bit, and then between my eyebrows. And it didn't really fully mattify. You can still kind of see some of the glow underneath. I do think that the concealer lost a tiny bit of coverage there that I even put more. But honestly, like, I think it looks really nice and natural. Go ahead and do a little bit more eyeshadow under my lash line. I'm going to go in with the Gold Getter under my eyes, apply just a tiny bit, and just blend that out, add a little bit more color down here. I'm taking a little bit of Respect and putting that a little bit further back. I'm going to go ahead and hop off and finish all the rest of the touches of my makeup, and then I'll come back with lips. That's all I have left. I do have some really cool lip products from Sheglam. Finished everything up, cleaned everything up. I am really shocked and stunned by how pretty this looks. The waterline, I did end up putting the Colourpop. This is the Untz liner. I thought the orange would look kind of cool with the green. Next, we're going to hop into lips. So I did get two type of lip liners. So one of their just kind of normal lip liners, and I got this in Natural. This color is one of my favorite colors for lip liner. It's a cool tone, kind of mauve neutral color. Looks really pretty. And then I did pick up one of their Glam 101 lipstick and liner duo. So this is really cool because it has a liner on one side and a lipstick on the other, and this is in Soft Chai. So this is a tiny bit more warm than what I normally go for, but what I like is that the liner is darker and then the lipstick is lighter. It creates a really beautiful ombre lip. This one is a little bit more warm than I normally like to go. So I am going to go in with the Natural liner because I did also pick up one of their, let's see, this is the Take a Hint lip tint. So it is a shiny lip tint that dries down, the shine goes away, but it stays as a tint, and that is in Cheeky. It is a beautiful pink color. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the neutral lip liner. This liner is super soft and creamy. I really liked it. I definitely prefer this lip liner over the lip liner that's in the duo. And then I'm going to take the lip tint, and this is in Cheeky. This is so pretty. This is a really gorgeous, cool tone pink. I really love the color, and the formula is super unique. So I'm going to just apply a little bit in the middle. Oh, so stunning. I will say the smell and the taste is not fantastic. It does smell a little chemically. Is that not the most beautiful pink? I love this combination. I think it's absolutely stunning. So here is the final look. I love how it turned out. My base looks absolutely incredible, super glowy. I don't have any powder bronzer, powder blush. If I had a powder bronzer, I would definitely apply a tiny bit more bronzer, but I figured I would go ahead and just leave it so I'm not using anything other than Sheglam for this whole makeup look. I really love how this turned out. I think it's stunning. So let's go ahead and go over all the products. I'll give you some of my initial thoughts on the specific products and which ones I definitely would suggest, or I would say definitely pass over. I really enjoyed the eyebrow product. The pen is so pigmented. You really can get those really nice defined brow strokes. It went on really well. I love it. I don't have to go over multiple times. The pencil also did have a lot of pigment. It worked really well, and the color taupe is perfect. It maybe gets a little dark on me, but I can just brush it out with my E.L.F. Brow Wow and Taupe, which kind of tones out everything. Really would suggest the brow product. I really enjoy it. I really like the eyeshadow palette, very small. I think the colors are really stunning. I don't think this is the most versatile palette. It kind of all looks about the same. I've done my eyeshadow with this palette twice, and I do think that both of them looked kind of the same, but I think it does a really nice combination of colors, and the formula worked really well. The mattes were really blendable. The metallics are a tad bit more dry, but I do like that palette. I probably would pick up another one. The lash glue, I thought it was really nice. I love the applicator, super easy to use. Just brush it right onto where you want it. I would not say it is the strongest glue I've ever used. The Duo one is definitely a little bit stronger, but maybe if you had layered on a second layer, it would probably help, but I liked it, and it also did dry down pretty fast. The foundation, I think, is stunning. I really like it. I will, of course, have to see how it wears throughout the day and if it's like long lasting or not, but so far it's absolutely stunning. It's made my skin look super pretty. This is the third time I've used it, and I haven't noticed it breaking me out or anything. I love that it's a medium to buildable full coverage. I really am enjoying this foundation. It might be a new favorite. I really do love how it looks on my skin. It makes my skin look kind of plump, and it doesn't settle into lines or anything. It just looks really pretty. I was pretty shocked by the concealer. I'm kind of picky with my concealers. I do wish it had a little bit more coverage, but the texture and consistency is really nice. It's a very lightweight, hydrating, with pretty good coverage. It worked really well. I love the color Finland. Worked really great for me. There's not many color options in this concealer, but I really did like this a lot. So for the bronzers, I really liked the Golden Sand. I was not a fan of Soft Tan, which is shocking because I thought I would be, but the Golden Sun worked so well. It is one of the most beautiful liquid bronzers. I really like how it applied. Super easy and blendable, and it's kind of fun with that little sponge just to kind of dot where you need it. It's probably skip the Soft Tan. I'm not sure if because it's cool tone, the formula is a little different. I didn't find that it blended as well as the more warm one. And then the blush is so cute. I got this in Love Cake. I really like the formula. I think it's super pigmented. You can definitely see the blush on my cheeks. I think it's absolutely stunning. You can probably get a little carried away with this because it is that liquid, so it's really super blendable, but it does have a ton of pigment. I really like it though. I think it's a beautiful blush, and it really gives me those blush cheeks that I like. The Cosmic Crystal Mousse Highlighter in Vanilla Sky, I think this is stunning. It definitely gives you that very wet-like highlighter. It is not dry or powdery, but it's also not cold or creamy or liquid. It just feels very stiff and baked, but it goes on the skin so nicely. I really like this. I don't want to get a little bit more of a golden, a bit darker of a color, but this is really pretty. The powder I think is nice. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not like the best powder I've ever tried. I definitely prefer my Kosas and my Jaclyn Cosmetics over this powder, but I can see it being a really nice, not super heavy or drying powder, but it just kind of mattifies everything and sets it down really nice. I kind of wish I'd passed on the Glam 101 in Shop Chai. It's just not my favorite color. It's definitely very warm. If I found a pink one, I would like it. The lipstick part is really creamy. I have used it. And the liner I would suggest definitely over the Duo is just their normal ones, and this is natural. I love the tone of this. It was super creamy, very blendable, went on super easy, and they do end up staying on your lips for a pretty nice amount of time. I also really love this Take a Hint lip tint. I think it's stunning. It looks so pretty. I don't notice that when it fades, it really stays on all that long, and I know it's supposed to be like a lip tint. I think it just stays until it fades, and then it kind of just fades gracefully. I don't see any like gunk on my lips or anything, but I think it's really pretty, very thin formula, and I think it looks really nice. So really, generally, all these products, I'm so glad I tried them. I wish I'd tried them sooner, but I think they're really good, and I would highly suggest to check out Sheglam makeup. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye guys.